All right. So this past weekend, went up Shenandoah Speedway for Fresh Roots Driftvalley Tread Shred Revival, a reunion event, really. Fresh Roots had put on Driftvalley events, they're called Driftvalley, at Shenandoah for years. And they stopped doing events a while back because a couple of the members of Fresh Roots moved out to Colorado. But eventually Ben came back. He's now starting up his own shop, which is awesome. Congratulations, Ben. John Combs came back. I guess it flew him back from Colorado. Got to see Steven, Miss Joe. But the guys came back, put on an event, and it felt like a Driftvalley event. It was rad. It like took me back. It took everybody back. Everybody had such a great time, and it was such a good vibe. Driftvalley, it was so special to everybody to have that, and it really was, because where there had been drifting at this track before, basically Fresh Roots, they talked to the friends, they talked to other drivers, and they said, just trust us. I know we're saying come in the middle of nowhere, but come down to this track. We've got this canvas, that we can work with. We can lay out whatever we want to nurture our skill sets to, they basically just said, come on down, check this out. We're going to have these great events. And they did. They put on great events, and it really led to a following of drivers that turned into, you had people that weren't friends that became friends. You had people that were friends, that were kind of friends in the cars, acquaintances, like car acquaintances that came, and from their experiences driving together at these Driftvalley events, it turned into great friendships, and those friendships turned into teams. Like there are teams that exist right now that I don't think would exist if it weren't for Driftvalley. Seeing Wolfpack kind of just bloom out of Driftvalley, like I'm not sure of the specific history of like when those guys really started hanging out initially or whatever, and where they were drifting before, but seeing Wolfpack grow out of it, seeing Black Hand grow out of it, and seeing Terradome down there, and Battle Sags grew up out of that as well. I had gone to events at Summit Point and stuff like that, but by the time Battle Stags became like the core of what it is, with Justin and Corey and I, it was because we started going to Driftvalley events together, and we'd done other stuff, but that's where everything congealed and turned into what it was. So there's a lot of history for the drivers around here with Driftvalley, and I think at the end of the day, it just really, everybody felt that again, and it was really, really awesome, and we super appreciate it. Another thing to consider, and this is with any event, anywhere, you have to consider that the guys putting on the events, all right, it is not easy to, like, if you're going to put on an event, you barely ever get to drive your own event, okay? You're too busy. So having a track, having the opportunity to drive, and putting your own feelings aside and putting on this event for other drivers. When people make these things happen, it's for the community and it's for the culture. If you think that they just want a scene to exist and not participate in it as far as driving, you're out of your mind. Like these guys, they want to be able to drive, they want to be able to do this, and Ben was out there shredding. That was rad, and you were killing it. But most of the time, these guys are just working and working and working to keep the culture and keep the community going. Either way, what I'm saying is that it was super special. It meant a whole lot. Everybody at the end of the day they were so stoked. It seems like everybody had a great day driving. The drivers that were spectating, and basically 90% of the spectators were drivers whose cars just couldn't be together or whatever at the time, myself included, and it's torturous to watch that, but like it was rad. Like I had a bit of that like on top of the world feeling you get after a drift event from watching, from spectating, because there were so many people getting so stoked, so many good like tandems and tandem trains and everything going on, that it was a really awesome day. I hope I never forget it. I know Corey said, it might have been the best day drifting he ever had. Adam said it was the best day drifting he ever had in his LS Volvo. He was killing it too. That was rad. That's a really cool car, which I'll have to get up with him if he'll let me and go over that thing, because it's neat. It's rad. Anyway, so yeah, I'll get on to putting this together. Hope I got some decent footage. Thank you, Fresh Roots, Driftvalley. It had all the feeling again, and it was special. It was rad. Thank you.
I release like a trigger to shock. I cause panic. MCs now wonder if rhymes is automatic. Episodes of psychotic terror, hallucinating up here. Images like
Rest stop on the way to Driftvalley. Some trucker took a shit on the side of things here. It's pretty sweet.
No sound is heard from Unit 2, where there was once so much to do.
Over there!
Once a new adventure. Our days of reckless fun are through.
Phase 2. I mean, I'm not saying. Birthdays, nights of pride, the nights of Venice drinking, the nights of violence.